Yeah, is that what you want, Slim?
That's what I want, chump.
Oh man, that's some good stuff there. Well, hey everybody, Jeff Williams here. Well, that's JeffWilliams.com. Yeah, I know. What are we doing today? Hey Slim, what are we doing today?
I'm gonna cut some timber for my mine, chump. Good job.
We're gonna be cutting some timber because a lot of you out there wanted to see some timber and how we're gonna timber that secret mine of ours. Anyway, I just wanted to put all this together and show you because this is what he wants, isn't it right, Slim?
No, it's what you want.
Nah, I thought this is what you wanted.
What do you want?
What I want?
I don't know what you want.
I'll tell you what I want.
I wanna rock!
Hey, chump. Come on, we're gonna get back to work.
Oh,
Come on.
That's right. I forgot we were working on mining. Not guitar work. I'll have to do this some other time. Sorry about that, Slim.
Yeah, let's go.
Let
Come
me
on.
put this away. Ooh, that's what I get for getting carried away. Okay, so come here. I want to give you an illustration of what we're going to be doing today so you can understand how to timber. But if you like my little guitar playing, let me know. I'll put some in later. Yeah. Okay, now I know this might get a little boring, so hang tight. Because I want you to get a grip of this, because it's really important if you're going to be doing this yourself. All right, take a look. All right, see how I got these posts right here? Now, when you put your posts in, you want to make sure that they're angled. And the way that you angle them is they have to tilt in 1 to 2 inches per foot, almost like a sluice box. So on the top, you got your cap, you got a spreader, which keeps the outer posts apart. To keep the whole thing together, you got the collar braces in there. And then, of course, you got your lagging. Lagging is like the roof timbers on the top, and then you got side lagging here to keep the dirt from coming in to the tunnel. And then, of course, you're supposed to use blocking to keep the whole thing wedged into place. So, anyway, on ours, I don't know if you can see that, our timbers are going to be 50 inches tall and 37 inches wide. I know, I can't talk. And then 41 inches at the base. So that gives us our tilt. And it's about a 4-inch tilt. Now, most miners back in the day, they'd use somewhere between 6x6 to 12x12 timbers. Well, today we're only going to be using a 4x6. And the reason why is because we're not that far down. We're not in solid rock. And I think with the caliche we're working with, it'll be strong enough to hold. So come here, I'm going to show you how we're doing this. All right, so what do we got? Well, as you can tell, I got this big old 12-foot 4x6 Douglas fir. I like Douglas firs. And the reason why I went with a 12-footer is when you do the math, each one of our timbering sets comes out to 11.5 feet. So I figured 12 foot would be perfect. And then for the collar braces, I got some 4x4s. Now, every timber set is usually divided by about 5 feet of distance. You can increase or decrease depending on your particular tunnel, but the standard is 5 feet. So we'll make a brace set, and then we'll put the collar brace in between that, about 5 feet, then another one, then 5 feet, and so on and so forth. Now, take a look at this. Over here, we've got all this 2x8s over here. See that? And those are going to be for our lagging. Now, if you don't know what lagging is basically the timber that you use to keep the dirt and the rocks and everything in between the sets. And you can have it on the top, which is the back, and you can have it on the ribs, which are the sides. And it keeps stuff from sloughing off. Now, I talked about the spreader. A lot of people don't know about this, but there's a spreader that's on the bottom of the cap to keep those timbers that are at an angle from falling in, like that. So what did I do is I got this little tiny piece of 1x6, see that? And that'll act perfectly as a spreader because it'll sit right up underneath there, and I'll nail it on there, and it'll keep this timber from sliding forward. Now, I know it might not make sense now, but it will when I get these down here. So I'm gonna mark all these up and cut them. And as I go along, I'm gonna show you how I'm doing them. Slim, I think Slim took a nap. Slim! Hey Slim, how come I gotta do all the work?
Because that's your job. If you do it right, I don't want to give you a knuckle sandwich. Got it?
Are you listening to me? Okay. Now, some of you probably already know what this is. What is that thing? Is it something you hang on your nose? No, it's a speed square. And anybody who builds anything better know what this is. Because this right here will save you a lot of headaches. I use it all the time, especially when I'm doing any carpentry work. I'm going to use this and I'm going to start cutting up this lumber so we can haul it out to the mine. All right, now take a look at this thing. See that? See where it says pivot right there? And there's a little arrow. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to use this outer edge right here, see that? To determine your angle if you ever need to know what your angle is. So you're going to bring this guy here and you're going to put him flush up against the bottom here. You're going to see your angle right there, see that? And you're going to get this little corner right up against here, see that? And then you're going to push down this way on it, see that? And by doing so, you're going to line this edge up with this. Then you're going to look out here on the other edge here, see this? All right, right now I'm flush here. And if you look over here, what does it say? 5 degrees. So I'm at a 5-degree angle on my cut. That's one of the ways you can use this thing. There's a million things you can do with this. It's fantastic. We have an angle to our post, remember? Now I already did the math, and I already angle cut this one right here. That way when they sit inside the mine, they can sit at that slight angle inward, and it'll be completely flush on our cap beam. You can see where you can set it right here on the front. See that? And I got mine set at 5. Remember, you're going to do the bottoms just like the tops because remember they're going to sit like this. So you don't want the bottom of your post to be sitting like this. You want the bottom of your post to be sitting like this. Well, to do that, you're going to have to cut it at the same angle that you got the top here for your cap. You know what I'm going to say, huh? Ooh, I'm not saying to him. He'll take my mouth off. So come on, let's go. All right, now when you're making your little marks on your timber, there's an easy way to do that. All right, now when you scribe it, I'm at 50 inches right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an arrow like that. And that's a lot better than just putting a line there because sometimes your line is off or you're using a crayon or a pencil that's dull. Here's our cap. You know what a cap is, I already told you. Now, you have to figure out the distance here so you can cut your spreader. I'll show you what the spreader's for if you haven't figured it out. Easy way to determine that is use a piece of wood that you cut off, put it on the very end, and mark it. Same with the other side. Alright, now I know that when my timbers are in place, my spreader's going to be this wide. So I'm going to take the tape measure and measure that out. Remember, the angle on this spreader has to match the angle of those posts. So when you go to cut this guy, make sure that they're cut this way, not like that, because it'll never work. Alright, here's your spreader. Remember the way that I told you that it was going to be cut at the same angle that those posts are. Alright, now you're going to put it on the bottom of your cap. Well, get a spare piece of wood that has the same angle, and you're going to put it like you would if it was inside the mine until it's flush. Then you're going to take one nail, then you're going to put one in on the other side. See how that's going to fit in there perfectly? Without this timber is going to slide over like this. That's why you see these in the mines all the time on the bottom of these caps. In the old days, what they used to do is that they would actually cut a notch out of this timber right here. That's why you see old school notches all over the place. And they were really good at it too.
Yeah, not bad there, chump. You just might make a miner yet.
You see how I got this put up? See, and there's my spreader. Just like you see back there on the little illustration that we drew. And then there's my cap, see that? And then there's my post. And then what we'll do is in the next one, I know you're gonna be upset, but in the next one, we'll put it down inside the mine, because it takes us about a day to drive out there. And then I'll show you how this all goes together, and then we'll put in the collar braces, and put it all together, and then put the lagging in on top. And then it'll all make perfect sense. But see how small those tunnels are? That's right. I can't even stand up in there. Look at that, Slim. Oh, man. Oh, wow. We had a lot of fun today. Huh, Slim? Didn't we have a lot of fun today?
Yeah,
Cutting up those timbers? Whew, man, I'll tell you what, that'll work you, huh, Slim?
That's right.
Ooh, you got something right there. I almost got it. Oh, anyway, so I'm going to call it a day, and then, of course, I know you guys want to see the rest of this, so we'll put it up in another video, so stay tuned for that. So, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's little short episode on how you cut framing and timbering to go into mine. And if you like today's episode, please rate, share, and
Subscribe.
that's right, subscribe. And you might even want to leave a donation at the bottom of the screen. Anyway, I'll leave all the links down below for any of you people who want to get into this stuff. So anyway, until next time, this is Jeff Williams and
Slim.
that's right, from AskJeffWilliams.com, saying you never know what you're gonna do
When you start chasing money, you.
That's right. Take care, everybody.